With reference to the period of colonial rule in India, home charges formed an important part of the drain of wealth from India. Which of the following funds constituted home charges? A. Funds used to support the Indian office in London. 2. Funds used to pay salaries and pensions of British personnel engaged in India. 3. Funds used for waging wars outside India by the British. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 only. B. 1 and 2. C. 2 and 3. D. 1, 2 and 3. Ans. B. The staple commodities of export by the English East India Company from Bengal the middle of the 18th century were A. Raw cotton, oil seeds and opium. B. Sugar, salt, zinc and lead. C. Copper, silver, gold, spices and tea. D. Cotton, silk, salt, petra and opium. Ans. D. The term imperial preference was applied to the A. Special privileges on British imports in India. B. Racial discrimination by the Britishers. C. Subordination of Indian interest to that of the British. D. Preference was given to British political agents over Indian princes. Ans. A. There was no independent development of industries in India during British rule because of the A. Absence of heavy industries. B. Scarcity of foreign capital. C. Scarcity of natural resources. D. Preference of the rich to invest in land. Ans. D. Economically, one of the results of the British rule in India in the 19th century was the A. Increase in the export of Indian handicrafts. B. Growth in the number of Indian-owned factories. C. Commercialization of Indian agriculture. D. Rapid increase in the urban population. Ans. C. Which of the following statements correctly explains the impact of Industrial Revolution on India? During the first half of the 19th century, A. Indian handicrafts were ruined. B. Machines were introduced in the Indian textile industry in large numbers. C. Railway lines were laid in many parts of the country. D. Heavy duties were imposed on the imports of British manufacturers. Ans. A. Who introduced Pratham-e-Marari settlement? A. Wellesley. B. Warren Hastings. C. Lord Cornwallis. D. Lord Dufferin. Ans. C. Given below are two statements, one is labeled as assertion, A, and the other as reason, R. Assertion. A. The British government introduced different land revenue system in different part of India. Reason, R. It led to create different classes in Indian peasantry. Select the correct answer from the codes given below. Codes. A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false. D. A is false but R is true. Ans. A. The permanent settlement was introduced by A. Lord Hastings. B. Lord Cornwallis. C. Lord Curzon. D. Lower William Bentinck. Ans. B. Permanent settlement was made with A. Landlords. B. Peasants. C. Workers. D. Traders. Ans. A. The permanent settlement was made with A. Zamindars. B. Village communities. C. Muqaddmas. D. Peasants. Ans. A. Which Governor-General introduced the permanent land revenue system in India? A. Lord John Shaw. B. Lord Clive. C. Lord Cornwallis. D. Lord Warren Hastings. Ans. C. Permanent settlement of Lord Cornwallis was introduced in the year A. 1787 AD. B. 1789 AD. C. 1790 AD. D. 1793 AD. Ans. D. The tendency for increased litigation was visible after the introduction of the land settlement system of Lord Cornwallis in 1793. The reason for this is normally traced to which of the following provisions? A. Making Zamindar's position stronger vis-a-vis the riot. B. Making East India Company an overlord of Zamindars. C. Making judicial system more efficient. D. None of the above statements, A, B, and C, is correct. Ans. D. Under the permanent settlement, 1793, the zamindars were required to issue patas to the farmer which were not issued by many of the zamindars. The reason was A. The zamindars were trusted by the farmers. B. There was no official's check upon the zamindars. C. It was the responsibility of the British government. D. The farmers were not interested in getting patas. Ans. B. Which one of the following is correct about the permanent settlement introduced in Bihar? A. The zamindars were deprived of the ownership of the land. B. The right of ownership of land was made hereditary and transferable for the zamindars. C. Land revenue was constitutionalized. D. Abolition of zamindari. Ans. C. Permanent settlement and Rayatwari system of land revenue introduced respectively in A. Bengal and Madras. B. Madras and Punjab. C. Madras and Bengal. D. Punjab and Bengal. Ans. A. Fill in the blank. In. The rights of the tenants on land in Bengal and Bihar were given by the Bengal Tenancy Act. A. 1885. B. 1886. C. 1889. D. 1900. Ans. A. Sir Thomas Munro is associated with the land revenue settlement. A. Permanent settlement. B. Mahalwari settlement. C. Rayatwari settlement. D. None of the above. Ans. C. Who was associated with the Rayatwari settlement of Madras? A. Malcolm. B. Metcalfe. C. Munro. D. Elphinstone. Ans. C.